Hey, welcome to the Daily Encouragement. I want to read to you Luke 2:7. And she brought forth her firstborn son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn. And I just want to ask you this. Is there room for Jesus in your home? If we just think about that for a bit, I mean, are you making space for Jesus in the everyday life, in the business in your life? Is there room for Jesus at your table, in the conversations at your table, when you're sitting together as a family, just in everything you do? Are we making room for Jesus? Or are we too busy running around doing all those important things that need to be done? And I know that's important, but the thing is that we can make space just in that, in the things we're doing too, if we are being genuine and purposeful about it. But in our homes, and like I mentioned, our conversations at our table, a perfect place to make room for Jesus there. And in our living rooms, when we gather, maybe after supper, we gather together in our living rooms, a perfect place to make room for him there. We open the Bible together and we read together. So what we do in our home. And then of course I do the girls the devotions and the boys devotions, but go and do the devotions, and we make room for him there. And think of places in your life that you could make room for him more maybe than you have been. Do you have like a morning routine where you might get scripture for a while? Like having a morning devotion, read, just some quiet space, a time to pray, just time to think about him. I know there's some that will do like communion every morning. I've been doing that too, as often as I can. Just that time, I go off in my room and I do that, communion and read and pray. And it can just be a small, window, a small part of time, but just how are we making room for Jesus? Is there room for him? Back then there was a problem. They found no room in the inn, and I just think that's something that if we don't take that time purposefully and genuinely, intentionally make room for Jesus in our everyday lives, in our homes with our kids, that we can get so caught up in the everything and the craziness, and at the end of the day and time, we have not made room. He wants to come, of course, dwell in our hearts. Like I said, and I just did one where he comes and dwells in us, and the Spirit comes and dwells in us. But we've got to make that room, right? We've got to make that possible that he can come and dwell in us, in our homes, in our conversations, in our everyday lives, and everywhere we go, and in everything we do. And make room for him today.